and I cannot wait for it. But with that being said, make sure y'all are ready because in about 30 seconds, it will be kicking off here. The big match, of course, is Samoa Joe and Moxley going up in a steel cage. What is up, Elizabeth? What's up, Steve? How y'all doing this Wednesday, my friend? Elizabeth, how have you been? What's up, George? George, I hope you had a fantastic Wednesday, my friend. Hell yeah, this.
It's Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
AEW is live in Chicago, Illinois with Dynamite Beach Break, one of the biggest nights of the year. And thank you for joining us. I'm Excalibur, joined by Ian Riccaboni, the Human Suplex Machine Taz. And tonight, in our main event, Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, steps inside a steel cage with his challenger, Samoa Joe.
Put it up, bump, bump. They're giving us a double screen. What was going on with that? What is going on right now? Will Ospreay. We have double windows, so I have two different versions of this. One smaller and one's the regular size. There we go. God.
Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page on the same team.
I can't wait to see it. It's about to happen. I am pumped for Beach Break. Sometimes, Ian, it gets windy at the beach. Hey, we're in the Windy City.
We sure are. And you can feel the crowd here tonight.
Ospreay.
But they may have to choose.
Ospreay.
Two men that will meet 1 week from Sunday.
Yeah, so I have my own picture in picture. It's odd.
A bit of apprehension on the part of the man who we will see next, Will Ospreay's partner. I don't know if he's quite on the same page, Excalibur.
Yeah, Ian, this is an uneasy alliance, to say the least. It was almost Ospreay volunteering the services of this man to step into battle with the Don Callis family tonight.
From Harrisburg, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman feels like Arlington should be a one-horse town. And Adam Page is looking to ride his horse, this momentum, all the way into All-In, Texas. Taz, the tap on the shoulder is not gently brushed aside, pushed aside.
Nope. Oh, he just signed a kid's shirt area.
For sure. I mean, there's definitely tension. But as we've been documented here at the top of this program already, Excalibur, can these two men in this particular match tonight work as a unit? We'll see.
They will most certainly need to, because the team that they are facing is not only undefeated in tag team competition.
What's up?
They are managed
Robert
by
Long Beach, Michael, fearfully.
Professional wrestling. Let's head back to the ring in Chicago's own, the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Oh, Justin Roberts.
Their opponents being accompanied by Don Callis, the Weapon Josh Alexander and the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke Takeshita, Josh Alexander, two very, very dangerous athletes, Ian, and two men that Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay cannot underestimate in the least, or they could be walking into Double or Nothing in their singles meeting in the Owen Hart Finals diminished, less than 100%.
And absolutely, and the Don Callis family's got to love their positioning here as well, Taz, because the only blemish on Will Ospreay's record in 2025 is a tag team loss to the Don Callis family.
It sure is. It sure is.
To Excalibur's point, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but Don Callis, his men are cohesive units, no matter what configuration it is. I got a little tongue-tied because I noticed Dom was grabbing a headset. Callis, you on headsets yet?
Getting there.
I guess you're on. I hear you.
Adjust my levels.
Jeez. Do it in the back. Anyway, there we go.
For what do we owe the pleasure here tonight, Don?
Well, I don't know if you've been around or following the product, but pretty much for the last 5 years, I'm on commentary for all my guys' matches. So, thanks for following along at home.
5
Good
years.
Lord.
It feels like
yeah,
15 years you've been on commentary for your guys' matches.
I feel you and I have been doing this for 30 years almost, Taz. Pretty nice.
I think you're being nice.
We need an anniversary lunch.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is good. You're witnessing history tonight.
Oh, Robert, my day was absolutely great, man. Wednesday was a smooth day for us.
Huge night, Beach Break, one of the biggest nights of the year, Excalibur, and what a way to kick it
Yeah,
off.
Beach Break.
The bell has rung. We are off to the races tonight.
I really think this is going to be a good show. Even Collision's set to be strong.
Takeshita starting things off, and don't forget our main event, the steel cage match for the AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley, the champion. Samoa Joe,
Long
the
Beach,
challenger.
with those numbers, we should.
Always a special night. The World Championship is defended.
I don't know who helps tonight.
Ricochet, Zach Gowen, one-on-one here tonight, stemming from what
Somebody's going to help. I just don't know who yet.
MJF is looking for his answer.
Up and over goes Osprey. Leg sweep by Takeshita. Leg sweep by Will.
Four-way AEW Women's World Championship.
Put for a head kick.
Tony Storm
What?
zooming from Stardom. Sky Blue makes her return here in her hometown of Chicago, and AEW's Mina Shirakawa. We'll have more on that a little later.
It's going to be a heck of a match.
Ring of
Fast-paced
Honor's
action
Beach
so
Break
far.
was last
Little bit
week.
of a
Did
heat
not
check, I
know
think,
that.
for Will Ospreay, Taz, as the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
But
Taz.
Don Callis, boy, they're loud. They let you know how they feel.
Here for those that aren't aware. So someone like Josh
I
Alexander
can see the
is
Young
wearing
Bucks helping
headgear.
because they're still
So
trying
that is
to
prevent a
get on the
cauliflower
good
ear
side
or
of
protect a cauliflower ear in
the Death
freestyle,
Riders,
Greco, or
but
folk-style wrestling.
Had part of his ear
I
amputated
wouldn't-
several years ago, and has worn the headgear ever since. It's like smart wrestling on his part,
Yeah.
Taz.
I wouldn't say,
you're
I
right,
wouldn't
Dan.
think they
Dan,
do.
I would love it if you got your tongue amputated.
That'd be fantastic.
Did anybody just
Maybe
catch?
pierced.
God, got his tongue
Did anybody
amputated.
just catch Will Ospreay almost avoiding the tag? Excalibur, did you pick up on that?
It seemed certainly like some hesitancy on behalf of Ospreay. Don't
Good.
read too much into it as
Oh, don't
as
read
of
too
yet.
much into it. I'll give you
Benjamin
historical context. When he was in
O'Walkum.
the family, it was all about him. And we're seeing that here tonight with poor Hangman Page.
What?
That's interesting, though, what Callis is saying. He
What is
knows,
Don
he
talking
understands
about?
what Osprey's about. I kind of maybe
Kyle
Don's
with a
right. I gotta give the
flapjack.
Devils due here. Maybe he's right about that.
Alexander driving down
Let me tell
Ospreay,
you
who
what he's
did
not. I
at
mean, he
least
might
moments
be,
ago
but I
reach
doubt
for the
it.
tag, but found himself anchored in the center of the ring by Josh Alexander. And Don, we've talked about the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Did not go the way of the family. Both Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita bounced from the tournament.
Oh, my God.
He's done.
Josh Alexander had Will
That
Ospreay
was
on
an
his
amazing
shoulder,
knee strike
threw
by
him to
Takeshita.
Takeshita,
their
and
fourth
caught
match
Will
as a
with
tag
a
team.
damn knee
Alexander and Takeshita
to
showing
the
tremendous
Jesus.
chemistry.
Here's the deal, too. I'll tell you what the deal is right now. Once they're done beating up Ospreay. These two, Ospreay and Hangman, are great individual wrestlers. But my guys are not just a team, Excalibur. They're family. And that gives them the advantage in a tag team situation.
Hook betrayed
I like the
Joe.
fact, too, I gotta say, Don, I like that your family.
That would
your
be an
guys, I mean,
interesting turn.
they're not selfish. They see.
I
they're
didn't.
not
I don't think that
egotistical.
would.
They kind of work
I don't think
as
a lot of
cohesive
people would
units,
see
and
that
whatever
one coming,
configuration you have,
but it
I'm
is
impressed with
possible.
that.
There's no I in team and there's no I in over, if you know what I mean.
Well, there certainly was an eye rake there.
Good one.
There's no I and I.
Konosuke Takeshita.
You interning today? What is
Off
this?
the ropes.
Commentary?
Oh, God.
You're not picking up on my sarcasm.
Shot to the kidneys there as Takeshita sending Ospreay in.
The Hurricane, there we go.
Wow, that was.
Get a
That's
tag,
Ospreay
Will.
from
Get
any angle.
Hangman.
He can do exactly that and get the tag.
And there's the tag.
Tag made Hangman. Adam Page coming in full head of steam.
There's a
Going
boot to
Takeshita, going in
Takeshita.
Alexander, and now Hangman.
Springboard clothesline.
Heavy hitter, man.
Took
Page
care
is a
of
heavy hitter.
Maybe we were reading too much
Josh
into this. It looks
Alexander,
like Page
follower
and Ospreay on the same
slam,
page.
kick up.
Page clearing house now.
They look great as individuals.
Crossbody. My
Page now is
gosh.
having his way.
He's thinking buckshot, guys.
Yeah.
He's in my ending it already.
Hangman.
Nope.
The boot. Weaving
Josh
through the ropes.
Alexander pulls.
there.
No, he didn't get Hangman off the rope.
Breaks as Hangman.
Moonsault. My lord.
Flat-footed moonsault off the apron. Sliding back into the fray. Hangman Page. Valley driver, center of the ring.
1, 2.
No.
Big time kick out by Takeshita.
What a
'cause
wide
there was-
open
there was
first
nobody.
match
Josh was
by
not there to make a save because he got
Hangman.
nailed with that moonsault off the apron by Hangman.
Hangman Page strings offensive, high-impact moves together like no one else. Very impressive.
Can turn defense into offense. Page back to his feet, charging in. Ooh.
Compressing Takeshita in the corner with that lariat. And
I
now
wouldn't mind it
bring the
being someone
Alpha down
just
to center. Hangman,
that's
the
been
sliding
gone
lariat
for a
avoided
while.
by
Damn,
Takeshita.
that's
Big
alright.
elbow strike. Taz, we talked about
Trading
Hangman
back and
striking
forth,
across.
dead
Takeshita
center, here
is
we
in that
go.
same conversation, though.
Definitely, yeah, there's no doubt Takeshita can bring the wood, I agree. Forearms left and right here.
Good.
Block that clothesline with his boot.
Rolling lariat
Damian
blocks as Hangman
walking.
looking for tombstone, but no. Takeshita kicks the legs and
Look at that power.
muscles up Hangman, but Hangman slips
John
behind. And
Moxley
Takeshita into the ropes.
is
Hangman,
one of the goats.
Takeshita ducks the pop up power.
I have to.
2,
Yeah, he's up there for sure.
Perfect choice of moves by Hangman right there. That sit-out powerbomb. Takeshita too tough, able to pop a shoulder up.
And you see Ospreay's outstretched hand. Page staring a dagger into the eyes of Ospreay. Will he make the tag here?
Why would you beg for a tag when this guy is having his way with Takeshita? I don't understand it other than ego, Taz.
Could be slight ego, could be.
I just think Ospreay's a little fresher right
Good
now.
teamwork here by Will and Hangman. Shoulder tackles. Running, sliding
Takeshita
clothesline.
for that sliding lariat. Running
1,
shooting star press.
2.
And Takeshita kicks out
Wow.
once again.
Takeshita's
I'll say
really,
this, when Ospreay
really
and Hanger
getting
work together
beat
as
up
a
here
team,
by
it is
these
very
two.
impressive. I'm just not convinced
I
they
didn't
can
expect they
withhold
could
this
work
the
together,
whole match.
honestly.
Well, they're both type A personalities, so I get your drift on, and I think you're right. I don't think,
Ospreay,
just my opinion, I don't think that's a
Ospreay.
cohesive unit that would work. Because
Oh,
of
those
egos
chops
and
are
type A's
deadly.
and whatnot, stuff like that.
Well, not only that, Taz, but also a week from this Sunday, Double or Nothing going down May 25th in Glendale, Arizona, Desert Diamond Arena. It will be Hangman Adam Page, Will Ospreay one-on-one in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Tournament.
Oh, look at that. Ospreay just pushed Hangman out of the way. Hangman pushed.
But I mean,
Wow.
this is like a pay-per-view here tonight, though. Beach Break live here on TBS.
That's
Kicking things off with this huge
a pretty
tag
big
team
card
match.
there, Long
we
Beach
go.
from
Alexander
NWA.
puts on the helps.
Damn.
Breaks Ospreay.
Jesus.
Flying. Alexander driven off the apron as Takeshita and Alexander now.
And Josh Alexander sliding crossbody. God.
Weapon.
Used his whole body there. He just bodied the back of Hangman.
Now
watch out,
Konosuke
here, guys.
Takeshita building up ahead of
Oh, nice.
and takes out Page and Ospreay. The Don Callis family with the advantage, and fans don't go anywhere because the action continues live on Dynamite Beach Break.
In picture and picture. And now this is right. The correct picture and picture setup. Fifthly, with you going to Double or Nothing, what match currently are you looking forward to the most? Of course, it is a picture in picture, so we'll keep you up throughout the match on what's going on and the commercial break. Tonight's basketball update, as we keep everyone updated on that throughout the week. The Knicks are playing the Celtics in a Game 5 with the Knicks lead 3-1 It is 59-59 at halftime. Tonight is Game 5 of Warriors and Timberwolves. And I do believe the Wolves are up 3-1 in this. They are. So the Wolves could win this here tonight. It starts at 9:30. And then tomorrow we have Game 6 of Thunder and Nuggets. So a lot going on. Indiana is currently the only team that has made it to the finals of the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, it would be nice to see her do that. Come to WWE with the NWA title. MJF and Osprey versus Hangman. Also Hayden Monet. Hell yeah, fearfully. Also Hayden Monet. So is that the same night as Evolution, Double or Nothing? No, so Double or Nothing is the same night as Battleground. Timberwolves could go to the finals. They could. You think they can get past the Nuggets? I think the Nuggets are going to win that one. Josh Alexander went for a quick pin on Hangman. They have absolutely destroyed Hangman and Will Ospreay during the commercial break. Whoa, you got $50? Well, I would be at that basketball game. Like $50 to go to a NBA playoff game? That's extremely cheap. That's it's next month's pay-per-view. But I can't remember which one it is. I have it all written down because I'm still working on that graphic for the update on our schedule, but I can't remember.
Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page on the same team tonight, facing off with Josh Alexander, Konosuke Takeshita of the Don Callis family, and for the last few moments, Alexander, Northern Light suplex. For the last few moments, Ian, it has been all Don Callis family.
It certainly has. They are certainly operating as a well-oiled unit and machine. Ospreay has been sent to the outside, and it has been Hangman Adam Page has been isolated, Taz.
Yes, no, for sure. And that's exactly what Takeshita and Alexander want to do. And I agree with it. They cut the ring in half and just keep Ospreay on that apron. And it's tough. When you watch your partner get whooped, man.
There we go. That's confidence here.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
They're smacking each
These two
other.
men met in the opening round of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Alexander, he was the wild card. Adam Page, though, came away with a victory. But right now, Alexander coming away from that exchange with the
Good ankle lock.
Yeah, good
Dead
transition.
center.
Ankle lock. Inverted drop toe hold. Very well done by Alexander. And now look at Hangman. He's trying to get
Come on, get the Osprey. They go kick Josh off. Oh, damn.
Meeting of the minds there for
Takeshita
and Alexander. Ospreay
There's another one, takes care of Josh.
And he was there when Page needed him for the tag. It's Ospreay full head of steam.
Ospreay's on fire.
Good to hear the Ring of Honor
In comes Takeshita, boot to the midsection.
announcer as well tonight.
Take the wind out of Ospreay's sails. Ospreay sent in, ducks underneath the double
Springboard double leg kick.
A 2-for-1 for the aerial assassin.
What was that?
Standing sky twister.
1, 2. That standing skyscraper twister
Who's had a lot of
is
time to catch his
wild.
breath, control his breathing, has an opportunity now to close the gap, get his team back in,
Yeah,
and secure
he
the victory.
really is. Oh, off the Oz cutter. Nope, step up in the good. Damn.
With the Enziguri. High boot though, delivered by Takeshita with the palm.
A couple times this match already. Takeshita
And what a
had
move.
great timing to save his partner, but right there, he blocked that boot with his face.
Oh, look at this. You can cut the tension with a knife, but with the, wait a minute, they're on the same page.
Are they both going to do a turnbuckle moonsault?
Moonsault from Hangman Page.
Oh, God.
Sky Twister press from Will Ospreay.
A lot of times in wrestling, you think you're safe on the floor, but with Ospreay, you've got to extend the perimeter about 100 feet.
That's a springboard.
Wow, phenomenal form.
Leg hook.
1,
Cover.
2.
And Alexander kicking out once again. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Ospreay patting Hangman on the head. They're allies tonight, but adversaries in 11 days' time. 1 week from this Sunday, live on
That's
pay-per-view.
absolutely
Ospreay, Hangman Page,
awesome,
the finals of the
Long
2025 Owen Hart Foundation
Do
tournament.
VIP and backstage
Almost a bit of a
area
diminishing
stuff.
move heading
Are
into
you
that
able to get like
match coming up
meet and
1 week
greets
from
with people?
Sunday. Man, the stamina, Don, of Josh Alexander to just be right back into this bout.
At what point does Ospreay realize in this match that it would be much better for him to injure his own partner than to win this match?
That's not Ospreay's style.
And what a job.
You know that. Maybe that's what
why
made him such a
he's
bad
not in the
fit.
Don Callis family.
It's not a bad idea, though, Don. I gotta say, it's not a bad idea.
Called him.
Alexander!
Damn.
Ospreay down.
1, 2.
Now Ospreay kicking out, but what force
Good
delivered
kick out.
by Josh Alexander.
Yeah, it was excellent by Alexander. Very impressive, though, that kick out. Watch here. The kick out by Ospreay, so damn impressive. Great
Told
counter
the
by
talent
Josh
talk to you
Alexander. And
makes
watch,
sense.
Driving him, but Will was able to kick out. I don't know how, but he did.
Excalibur, this has been a tour de force performance for Josh Alexander tonight.
Certainly has. Both under
Big back elbows. There you go.
Are looking
Good
sharp
right.
in the face
Another
of some
right.
very weighty opposition.
Oh, my Lord.
But there's the shot from Takeshita. And now Blue Thunder.
Oh,
The
damn.
Blue Thunder, Takeshita, I think he spun him with such velocity that he lost control.
Over-rotated.
Oh,
Brainbuster
God.
on its mark. Takeshita now, the cover, the leg is hooked, and oh, Hangman.
Great save.
And Will
by the
landed
Hangman.
hard.
I was wondering if Hangman Page was going to make the save there for a minute. He did.
Hangman returning to the gallows, freeing Ospreay. It's Alexander. Page, oh no, now it's 2-on-1.
Turned him
Oh,
inside out with that
Lord.
release German suplex.
The
Hangman
Don
landed
Callis
hard on
family
his-
is about to get
on
a
his
win over
midsection there.
Will Ospreay and
Now
Hangman.
Takeshita, hell of a kick in the corner, and a German suplex for Ospreay, who fell, unfortunately for him, into the waiting arms of Josh
I mean,
Alexander.
this ref can't keep no one out of the ring, can they?
Hard stereo elbows to
1, 2.
and no, Ospreay.
Wow. And that was a hallmark of their 3 victories as a team.
You could see the frustration in the face of
He
Takeshita.
said,
The
yeah,
more I
they're
looked
both
at
in
him, and
LA,
he's
but I'm
pissed
going as a
on
fan.
that kick out.
Yeah, their 3 previous victories, as Ian mentioned, all came by virtue of that double elbow strike. And the fans here in Chicago trying to urge
Yeah,
on
Mina's going to
Ospreay,
get a
but he's gonna need
huge
more-
push. I
more
promise
than
you
as
that.
Hangman Adam Page trying to anchor to catch.
Oh, Poison Rana.
Poison Rana Jones.
Whoa! Ospreay avoids.
Oscutter.
Unable to avoid the Oscutter.
Like a cat, the agility
Another
springboard.
Oscutter to Josh
The
Alexander.
Oscutter strikes twice. Ospreay.
1, 2.
And no!
And this is our opening contest at Beach Break. We got a world title inside the steel cage later. We have Bobby Lashley giving his answer to MJF later. A women's title eliminator. But this, the opener, this time.
Oh, he went for hidden blade.
Yeah, it seemed like Ospreay was poised to deliver that hidden blade, and Hangman tagging himself in.
Looks like a tremendous team effort here.
As Hangman, he was calling out the fact that Takeshita
Oh my
was
God,
coming
he's gonna
up
hit
on
the buckshot lariat
apron.
on
The buckshot, no. And things breaking down.
Here we
between
go.
Ospreay and Hangman.
They clunked heads.
Oh my God, he's gonna hit hidden blade on.
Ospreay,
Woo!
hidden blade.
Wow, that
Well, Hangman just stared down the hidden blade, did not budge. Hangman's a legal man, though.
Takeshita the swing in the mix,
Damn.
but Hangman connects, but inside the ring.
Well, a quick jab. Looking for the. Oh, wait a minute.
No, Hangman, the boot in the face of Alexander.
Oh,
Is on that
damn.
apron. This could be bad for Alexander. But Kerry could get this.
Are we going to see a hidden blade combo?
Page.
Oh, God.
Hidden blade combo.
They hit him so hard, I think it's hit. Yeah. They hit him so damn hard with that buckshot hidden blade that his damn headgear fell off. Jesus.
The only way Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay were able to overcome the opposition, Taz, was by working together. But that will not be the case at Double or Nothing on Sunday, May 25th.
Yeah, and there was a lot of close calls towards each other in this matchup between these two athletes. Well, what a battle. Great tag match.
A good match.
Razor thin margin for victory.
Oh, wait, watch out! Oh, no! Takeshita and jumping knee! Sending Hangman and Ospreay once again head to head.
And Ospreay, who clearly,
Oh, God.
following that blue thunder, following those double forearms. What a valiant effort to remain in this match now at the mercy of the Don Callis family.
Yeah, they're just beating all over Ospreay here.
You see Alexander, the headgear
Got knocked off his head.
knocked off by that hidden blade. Buckshot, come on! My God.
It was knocked down. That's what's wild.
Alexander, the dragon suplex for Takeshita.
Oh, shit.
He thought it was Alexander. Or did he?
Forearm shot to Page.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go right here.
He felt the hand on his shoulder. Alexander was the last person he saw to his left. I have to believe, Taz, that Ospreay thought that was Josh Alexander, not Hangman Adam Page.
Please, we appreciate
You never know, right?
the subscribe.
The tag match is over, but it kind of seemed inadvertent, though.
Temperatures boiling, heading into Double or Nothing.
It's going to get wild toward Double or Nothing.
Beach Break kicking off excellently here tonight.
Yeah, things heating up ahead of our trip to the desert. But before we get there, remember our main event, the steel cage match for the AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley, Samoa Joe, one-on-one.
God, I cannot wait.
Our colleague Alicia 2 is standing by. Oh, sorry, we're going to take a look at our main event.
Jon Moxley. Men like you have very simple motivations. You create chaos everywhere that you go, and you benefit from the distress that you have reaped.
Samoa Joe is beyond reproach.
I will not run. I will not hide. I am challenging you.
The Kakina clutch on the floor, Red Rum in the ring.
There's really nothing you could do about it, Joe.
The cheap shot from Shafir.
That's how the Death Riders work. They work as a unit.
I am coming for you. I am coming for my AEW championship.
We've got new champions.
I had to put this match in a cage.
The numbers of the
I'm telling you, the cage is not going to help him.
Want to lock me inside a steel cage? Lock it. Steel cage for the World Championship in Chicago.
There'll be nowhere to go.
They've taken out Shibata. They've taken out Book.
I will be the next AEW World Champion. I will make you understand.
Better make sure you thought things through.
That is our main event. Two
I wonder
titles
what
in the
our-
ring. Jon Moxley, Samoa Joe.
they're
locked
probably gonna
inside
do
10,000 pounds
the
of
Ricochet and
solid
Zach Gowen
steel
match
for
next.
the AEW World Championship. But now I understand. Our
I can see
colleague
Jon
Alicia
Moxley
Chu
being a
ready
DC
in the back.
villain.
Take it away, Alicia.
Guys, I'm here with Top Flight, who tonight are in action against the AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate. However, last week...
Look, last week, MJF, you think we're playing with your little dirty, nasty, grimy, garden-looking ass? You want to stick your nose in our business? Well, guess what? I'll bite it clean off! Hey, Max, you're going to get what's coming to you. But as far as business is concerned, last week you weren't the one we called out. Hurt Syndicate. We're going to keep it real plain and simple. We want those titles. And you guys might underestimate us right now, but all it takes is 3 seconds, and you're walking out with new tag team champions.
Oh, I like the sound of that, buddy.
I do.
Old Dustin and Guevara.
People are going to underestimate you. That is fuel, that is fire to prove them wrong. Sam and I will both be watching. Good luck. Appreciate it.
That top flight getting a big
Ricochet hang going.
I don't know if they need it. They seem pretty pissed off.
But after what happened with MJF last week.
Yeah, especially Dante, man, he was furious.
The following contest is set for one fall from Las Vegas, Nevada. Weighing 208 pounds. Show some love for
Ricochet.
You are not seeing things. That is Ricochet coming to the ring with a prosthetic leg. A prosthetic leg.
Oh my God, he still got that damn leg.
Last week at Collision, Ricochet, he was in action. He was facing Angelico, but throughout that entire match, he was antagonizing Zach Gowen, who had, along with his family, a guest of AEW at ringside. But Zach Gowen, he saw enough after Ricochet was manhandling security.
Everybody has their limits, including Zach Gowen, a world-renowned professional wrestler. Unfortunately, now Ricochet parading around with the prosthetic leg like some sort of perverse trophy.
I could see him playing a version of Deathstroke, or maybe Riddler?
Super Bush League.
And for those fans that are unfamiliar,
If that makes
with
sense.
Zach Gowen, we'll have more on his story, his incredible journey in the sport of professional wrestling in a moment. But let's turn it back over to Justin Roberts.
And in the pole from Detroit,
Yeah, of course it's a James Bond villain, for sure.
Zach Gowen.
Zach Gowen coming to the ring with the assistance of the crutches. That is because last week Ricochet did steal his prosthetic leg. Zach Gowen lost his leg, was amputated at age 8 while he was battling pediatric cancer, and since then he's gone on to become an inspirational
There's
figure.
no way Ricochet kept his leg that whole week.
Family at ringside, and I mean, somebody who he spent time in the Ring of Honor brand. He's also become a motivational speaker as well outside of the ring.
It's incredible to see Zach Gowen's journey
I really don't know.
through the years. A 23-year veteran. He's wrestled the best, including Paul White, Shelton Benjamin, Dave Briscoe, even teamed with the Great Muta. And it's Zach Gowen whose career continues. To this day, competed on American Ninja Warrior. He climbed a 19,000-foot volcano, Taz.
I know Zach from when he started. You guys are saying everything is the truth. I know him a long time, man. He's a special cat. And there's no doubt about that with Zach.
And he is somebody that Ricochet obviously has no deference, no respect for. But Zach Gowen, you don't become a renowned 23-year veteran without a considerable amount of skill. And that's something that Ricochet should best keep in mind.
I'm hoping Ricochet loses. That's what needs that.
What a man like Zach has been through since he's a little kid. A wrestling match against a great wrestler like Ricochet is nothing to a guy like this, what he's accomplished in his life outside of the ring. Think about that. Yeah. Think about what he's been through.
Battling cancer at age 8. Going through, I mean, almost his entire life with one leg and having to adapt and having to overcome that. And he's done so with great success. And Ricochet,
He should make
well, you don't want to go to the ground, Ricochet. You don't want to go to the ground with him. That's what Zach wants.
I bet Zach has great ground game. I guarantee it. He is very technical
to kind of
at wrestling.
to surprise Ricochet, to attack from unexpected angles here.
He's crawling at him, which is wild.
Too is not only this contrasting style, but the contrasting character.
He's so quick.
Saw enough last week on Collision. He did something about it. We need more of that. We need more folks to stand up to guys like Ricochet, who have no bullies, who take prosthetic legs, durable medical equipment from people that need it. It's unconscionable.
Gowen avoids the swipe from Ricochet through the ropes with a boot, and now
a springboard, and he landed it.
His foot.
Unbelievable. Awe-inspiring. I mean, amazing.
That's wild.
Zach Gowen.
Absolutely wild.
As you mentioned, he was a ringside as a guest of AEW.
But see, I remember when Brock Lesnar slammed him up against the damn ring post. We talked about that last week.
One-on-one. Shining up. That bald head of Ricochet and bopping up.
Oh, that was a bip shot for sure.
Nice high five there to his son.
God.
Driving Gowen into the barricade, and that
Head
will be the
first.
advantage Ricochet needs. And fans, don't go anywhere for the next 90 seconds. The action will continue tonight on TBS and Max.
I got just the next 90 seconds. It's punched directly to the head. Ricochet is still in complete control. Of course, that's probably not going to change. I would imagine that Ricochet will probably be in control of majority of this match. The basketball game while we're here is 10 minutes left to go in the third. 69-67. The Knicks are currently down by 2. Quick roll up by Gowen. Count at 2. Yeah, he is tough. Ricochet with a good stomp to the forehead of Gowen. Looks like he's setting him up for a suplex. Got it. Very clean. Ricochet is in complete control of the match.
Live from the Now Arena just outside of Chicago, Ricochet doing battle with the one-legged athlete, Zach Gowen. Ricochet on the
450
top
splash.
450
Nope.
Splash. No, Gowen avoids it. Pulls himself to an upright position. Ricochet on the attack. Gowen baited him in.
Yeah, he sure did. Zach, using his experience, he realized Ricochet would come in hot like that. Went flying out over the top rope.
Great move there. It is Ricochet back in, though.
And nope.
No! Oh!
Gosh.
Oh, Yanbag Yahtzee right there.
Yes.
Not fun on a Wednesday night.
Okay, what night of the week it is, Taz?
Charging in, big boot
Oh,
there.
nice boot from Gowen.
What an impressive display here from this inspirational athlete, Zach Gowen. With one leg, taking it to Ricochet now.
Tornado DDT. Nope, reverse.
Stopped by
God.
Ricochet, driving Gowen.
Good job.
There was good power by Ricochet to stop that in mid-motion.
And I can't get with Ricochet. Look at just everything. The kiss, the movement, just taking.
A kiss motioning at Gowen's family, who are watching this match from
Springboard
ringside.
450.
50.
One,
Springboard.
2. Good kick out by Gowen.
Again, the
Gowen's got to win
the
this.
toughness.
And that's
what
what
has
Zach
to
Gowen's
happen.
fighting for right now. That is why he's in this match. That's who he's standing up for.
And Ricochet back on the attack to the top rope. Gowen down inside the ring. Ricochet finds his balance.
Shooting star.
Star press.
1, 2.
Gowen again.
No quit, man. There's no quitting.
Gowen, don't
And
give
finding that drive
up.
from his family, Taz, his family seated ringside. You got to wonder, though, Excalibur, just how much Zach Gowen has left.
Ricochet. The vertigo. Could be
1, 2.
And Gowen again.
The hubris to just leave that right shoulder unguarded, Excalibur.
He won't say
this
that.
man out at your own peril as Ricochet now visibly flustered.
I wonder what Gowen's finisher is.
What else do I have to do here? I got to figure this out.
Taz, he's taking this man for granted.
Maybe he figured it out.
The golden shears.
And that's going to get him disqualified if he uses them in front of referee Rick Knox.
Definitely not legal.
Ricochet, his frustration coming to a head here as Rick Knox thankfully disarming Zach Gowen.
Wait, look at Zach.
Oh, wait a minute. Gowen with the press.
Gowen hit him with his own leg.
He got him. Ricochet's down.
1, 2,
Yes.
3.
Oh, come on, Zach. What a story that would have been.
Would have been a huge upset.
Keep it up, Zach. As Gowen.
He's... Taz, you know what he does in the...
Oh, yeah.
You know what
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
when Zach Gowen goes to the corner.
Oh, boy.
Amazing.
Gowen.
Is this a moonsault?
To the top. 1 foot and all the
Oh, it was.
but nobody home.
Oh, he missed.
Overcommitting Ricochet.
Can we hit him with a spirit gun
Come on,
in
Zach,
this?
get back to your feet. Come on, Zach.
There it is.
Spirit gun from Ricochet. And I feel like
1, 2, 3.
There's a winner. Ricochet.
Oh, there's no shame. Zach Gowen fought his ass off out here. He left it all in the ring, went to the top rope, went for the gusto, but it didn't happen.
He went to win it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, think about what Zach Gowen survived in this match. The springboard 450, the shooting star press, the vertigo. And it took all of that to set him up for the spirit gun for Ricochet to get the 1, 2, 3.
Incredible resolve, resilience, and this is not, we do not need to see any more of this, Ricochet, come on!
Ricochet, again.
Oh, God.
The spirit gun, completely unnecessary. Zach Gowen making a tremendous accounting of himself here tonight.
This has got to be jealousy, this has got to be, the crowd adores Zach Gowen.
I feel like Ricochet maybe is feeling like he was embarrassed by Zach Gowen's performance, and knowing Ricochet and his ego, he
It probably
Ricochet, he's the man that
has
decided
a
to
lot
bully
to do
Zach
with
Gowen.
his ego. Damn, he just pounded him.
A one-legged athlete because he thought he was an easy target. And Ricochet, like all bullies, he hates when the bullied fights back.
And they all do, they all should. And it,
there's Briscoe.
Briscoe is here.
And Briscoe, you talked about it, Ian, when Zach Gowen, when he was part of the Ring of Honor roster, he crossed paths with Mark and his late brother Jay.
He certainly did. They were friends then, have remained friends throughout the years. Thankfully,
It did last way a little bit too long.
Zach Gowen, who stood up for so many and inspired so many.
Oh, Ricochet tried to steal a leg again, and Briscoe grabbed it.
Yeah, thankfully Briscoe intervening on behalf of Zach Gowen. It certainly seems like the rivalry between Briscoe and Ricochet is still simmering here tonight. But for the first time this evening, Dynamite Beach Break. Let's head to the back where our colleague,
I swear to God.
Renee Paquette, is standing by.
Please welcome Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
MJF.
MJF, you have been trying to prove yourself week in and week out that you too want to hurt people.
Yep.
How are you going to feel if you do get a yes from the Hurt Syndicate tonight?
My God, Renee, that is an incredibly intelligent question. I suppose there's a first time for everything. For 406 consecutive days, I was the AEW World Champion, and that meant for 406 consecutive days, no matter how much you hated my guts, you had no choice but to admit that I was the greatest wrestler on God's green earth.
Yep.
See, I want that back, but the landscape has changed since I got screwed out of my Triple B. To be all elite means more now than it ever has. Our roster is stacked from top to bottom. And if there's one thing everybody knows about MJF is, I don't like to work hard. And if I have to wrestle, I don't want to do it unless I know I'm gonna win. I don't like variables. And if I get to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate, if I get to be a part of the four-headed dragon, that would be MVP, MJF, Shelton Benjamin, and yes, even Bob. We will be absolutely unstoppable, and me becoming a two-time champion will no longer be a possibility, but an inevitability. Thank you for your time, Renee.
Max, have you thought about what the Hurt Syndicate would do to you if they say no?
There's MVP. There's the Hurt Syndicate.
Maxwell, after our match tonight, it's imperative that you join us in the ring.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, sweet God. What has Bob got planned? Renee's patting MJF on the back.
Well, that's not good. That's not good for Max, I'm telling you.
I think MJF might have stepped in it, and I think that's the first time we've seen Bobby Lashley smile in about a month.
And that look on Max's face.
This is an AEW World Tag
We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people.
At a combined weight of 540 pounds, they are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. They hurt people.
It hurt people. It hurt people.
The Hurt Syndicate.
Well, judging by Bobby Lashley's t-shirt, I think MJF may have already gotten his answer, Ian.
It certainly appears that there may be some foreshadowing there. But if I'm MJF, Taz, I see immediately when looking at these three great athletes, these three great minds, why I want to be with the Hurt Syndicate. They're bad, they know it. They got the tag team gold. They got MVP in their corner.
If you have a body like Bobby Lashley, why even own a t-shirt? Right. You don't even need shirts.
Why don't clothes? Jeez.
Steve, you think this is where Cedric shows up?
Shop AEW.com, Taz.
Yeah, I've heard.
Just chiseled. So is Shelton Benjamin.
Maybe they set him up with a surprise match at Double or Nothing, and that's where he shows up.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, at a combined weight of 415 pounds, Darius and Dante Martin, top flight.
A lot of credit to Darius and Dante Martin for stepping into this match, for calling out the Hurt Syndicate after what went down last week at Dynamite.
Certainly looking for an opportunity.
We're all the best tag teams stepping up to challenge us for the tag team championships.
And they came to
MJF absolutely destroyed these two.
They've never expected it. Top flight.
That fucking powerbomb.
And I'll have an answer for you next week.
The emphatic statement by MJF, I hurt people. It's easy to do from behind. I mean, Top Flight Taz, Darius and Dante Martin, a world-class tag team, but they were attacked from the back by MJF, and that's what allowed him to get the jump on him, Bloody Dante.
Good right hands from Shelton, taking on both members of Top Flight. Northern Light suplex reversion to a spinning DDT.
I'm trying to keep an eye on Top Flight because they need to utilize their speed, quickness, and athleticism against the two big veterans.
Nice hold in motion by Top Flight. Michael, there is that possibility as well. Oh, Dante got caught.
In midair by Bobby Lashley.
Oh, damn.
To his brother's back, finally brings down Lashley.
Lashley got a little too cocky, started curling Dante, and then here came Darius.
Shelton Benjamin, the legal man for the Hurt Syndicate, for the champion. Oof, being driven down by Darius Martin. Now Dante, the crossover, the splash, the cover.
2.
Whoa.
Wow, close near fall there by Dante.
Okay, so
I think Top Flight knows the stakes.
Dante,
Beach Break, one of the biggest events of the calendar year for AEW.
they're on another level at the moment. They're using their speed, and yeah, that's about to change. Jesus.
And then drove Dante's head into the ring post.
Yeah.
Released him in midair. But that high crotch throw there.
Two-time NCAA All-American wrestler Shelton Benjamin. That was before he turned pro. That was before he became one of the men that defined tag team wrestling over the last 2 decades.
Certainly was. The credentials on full
display,
but sometimes, no matter the amateur credentials, sometimes just some raw power driving the
Jesus.
Oh, the body of Darius Martin, who can barely mount
Darius.
back here, Taz.
That first one he hit, the first barricade, it dented it.
Hard on the apron right there by Lashley with the body of Darius.
Yeah, Lashley, he seems perturbed, Taz, almost like he's annoyed at the fact that Top Flight took him off his feet.
Yeah, but that's what Top Flight does. They can get it done, man. We've seen it
Head
time and
bounced
time
off
again
the damn
in their young
turnbuckle.
careers. Watch out.
Big spear to the midsection in the corner. God.
Darius, he was squished in the corner, nowhere to go, and then the neck breaker.
And Darius is probably dying right here, boy.
Tag in and out from Lashley, doing his damage, and now turning things over to Shelton Benjamin.
He's just stalking Darius right now.
German suplex #1.
Yeah, release German suplex. Dante's on the outside hurting. Darius is on his own here.
And remember, Dante had his head bounced off the ring post by Bobby Lashley. Something that would keep most men out, in traction for about a month. But Dante, to his credit, is trying to crawl back into this match, but I don't think he can get back in fast enough
There's
for
all
his brother
three,
Darius.
and my God. 1, 2.
Made by Shelton Benjamin, and Darius able to kick out.
Good kick out right there by Darius, showing his heart. Shelton is stalking all over him here, right in front of him. No room to breathe. That's what you want to do. Shelton's doing the right thing.
Number 4.
Shelton,
Nope.
For another German
Reversed.
suplex, back elbow delivered by Darius.
Good elbow strikes. Here we go. Nope.
His center of gravity below
Ooh, a step
Shelton's
up.
hips to make it more difficult for Shelton to execute that German suplex. Get that tag.
There we go. Good tag.
Dante Martin now.
Dante. Oh my
Dante,
God.
he took a moment to steady
Oh,
himself,
sweet
and that's all
Lord.
Shelton Benjamin needed. He came
That was
in
a
with that
knee
high
strike.
And MVP.
Mixing it up with Layla Gray on the outside. And now
Oh,
Shelton
sweet God.
steps up the knee into the jaw of Dante.
And they got to
who got
spin.
of his boots.
Got to give him another one.
And all credit.
I was going
to
for the
Top
hurt lock.
Flight. But if Bobby Lashley cinches in this hurt
Yeah,
lock,
it's hurt lock time. It's
the
over.
fingers are locked, Martin.
The fingers are locked.
Oh.
Super kick.
And Dante, he's fading. He's going out. Referee Stephon Smith calls for the bell.
Jesus.
He's still locked in on Dante.
We hurt people. We hurt
Dante's out
people.
cold.
Yeah, that full Nelson, that hurt lock, that'll do it to you. Especially from an athlete the size and the experience of Lashley. Hold on a second here.
Is that Dustin Engelvarga?
Oh, we heard what Dustin said
You
earlier.
won the match. Let him go. Let him go. What do you think? You think you look like a badass or something? No. You look like an...
You look like an asshole.
Why don't you come out since you like to hurt people and pick on somebody your own size?
Oh shit, okay.
Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes, Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
What do we have here? The natural, Dustin Rhodes. Dustin, we go back a long ways, and I have a lot of respect for you and your father, who I was very close to. And as a result of that respect, these two killers are gonna come down there and leave you and your boy laying in a pool of blood. So, cut to the chase. What is it that you want? Okay, P, since you're a businessman, you see these titles, you clearly can see them around our waist. I think it's obvious what we want.
I want a tag match. Oh boy. Crew.
And then wait a second. Action Andretti, Leo Rush, Crew. They've had their eyes on the Hurt Syndicate on the AEW World Tag Team Championship for a number of weeks.
Man! Well, look what we have over here.
What it looks like is we got an old man and his little buddy out here trying to be heroes. Yo, check it. It's time to get the stepping, Gramps. And Sammy, I suggest you follow Gramps before Crew comes down there and sends you back home with a rearranged face to your beautiful little daughter.
Shut the fuck up. That's louder than what his mic was. That's crazy.
What's up, Chicago? Listen, Grant, Sammy, we don't mean no disrespect, but we just came out here because we got a little bit of old business in the ring over there.
Leo does, yeah.
We've been coming out here week after week, scouting the tag team competition, and just like y'all over there, we beat Top Flight. So, hey, Bobby.
Bobby
What's
and
up,
Leo.
Bobby?
Bobby's
How
just like,
about,
Jesus.
for the respect of what we got and our past, we get a little tag team title shot for Crew.
No. Number one, you're not gonna cut in line. Number two, You're gonna learn some respect for your elders, you stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, damn, Dustin. Dustin don't give a damn.
All right, enough. I've had enough of this. Dustin, as you alluded to earlier, I am a businessman, and I have other business to tend to. So I have a resolution. How about you guys take this little brouhaha to Collision? You guys fight it out, and the winner gets a tag team championship opportunity at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's big.
Yeah.
And now with that, wait. Now I'm getting a signal from a producer over here that we got 30 seconds to commercial break. So I want to tell all of you that are watching at home, please join us because MJF will be joining us after the break. And he's finally going to get what he deserves.
Her people.
MVP doing my work for me. Bobby Lashley will have his answer for MJF in just a matter of moments. Don't go anywhere.
Damn, so this new Superman trailer looked good as shit. For anyone, y'all was giving me hell the other night for not knowing about the Superman movie. This shit looks good. I ain't gonna lie, James Gunn's produced it. Same guy who did Guardian of the Galaxy. Looks good. And there's so many characters in it. Like so many Justice League characters. What I like though is we don't see any hints of like Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash. It's just Hawkgirl. I think Green Lantern was in it. And there was another one that I don't right off know who is. But it looked like a damn good movie. Looks like the basketball game is into the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. It is 72-86. The Celtics. We are at a commercial break. So as soon as it gets back, we will update everybody on what the hell might be going on. I'm really hoping though that he gets into the Hurt Syndicate. Honestly, I hope it's like some crazy stipulation though. I really can't believe though. Zach Gowen put up a hell of a match as always. Also today was NFL schedule release day. So our Thanksgiving games this year is the Packers versus the Lions, the Chiefs versus the Cowboys, and the Bengals versus the Ravens. For anyone that does keep up with that as well. Sunday Night Football goes week 1 through well, it's not in order. That's so odd. Why does it jump like that? Oh, it don't. No, it's in order. So you got Ravens and Bills week 1. And like I said, it's in order. Falcons and Vikings, Chiefs, Giants, Packers, Cowboys, Patriots, Bills, Lions, Chiefs, Falcons, 49ers, Green Bay and the Steelers, Seahawks and Washington. Wow, Texans don't have a home game, that one.
World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate, are in the ring.
We heard people.
Their answer to MJF.
It's time for MJF to get what's coming to him. MJF, get your ass out here right now.
Bobby Lashley looks so excited. Like, Bobby Lashley has yet to be excited about this, and he looks absolutely happy.
Ian, a few moments ago, Ian, during the break, MVP
Sheldon,
conducting...
it would appear that our friend MJF has lost his way. Why don't you help him find his way to the ring, please?
Conducting an informal poll here in Chicago saying...
What the hell?
Wants people to
Where the fuck is Sheldon going?
The Hurt Syndicate hurt MJF, and it was a resounding yes from the fans here in attendance.
Tonight's your night. You asked for this.
It was unanimous. And there's...
Whoa,
Why is he hiding?
Sheldon, I was looking all over for you, man. Where have you been?
Yeah, save it. Come with me.
Oh, dude, I was going to pitch that. Let's go. Absolutely. I love that idea.
Pitch?
Where are we going?
Well, he's over there hiding with Tony. I think he's actually terrified.
Obviously, Taz expecting the worst, and understandably so with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I think our buddy MJF might be in trouble, and the worst thing is he's wearing white pants. That could
Let's
get
go, MJF. Move it, man. You're wasting these people's valuable time.
He's probably gonna get. Nah, if he doesn't get jumped, he gets in for sure.
I think that door opens both ways here, as MJF has done nothing to dissuade the Hurt Syndicate, in my opinion.
And you see Lashley with that grin.
Yeah.
Let's go, Maxwell.
On his face.
Yeah.
Ever since MJF has been
Yeah,
making
yeah.
his overtures at the Hurt
Lashley
Syndicate,
looks
Lashley
too
has seemed
excited
none
for
too
this.
Pleased, but that is not the case here tonight.
Well, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, this is your moment of reckoning. And you asked for this, so I hope you're ready. Gentlemen, we had our discussion. We know what's coming his way. Once again, MVP, thumbs up.
Takes 3 thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen.
Shelton.
Shelton Benjamin not changing his mind either.
Oh, sweet God.
Well, this is the tough nut to crack right here. Lashley.
Got to be unanimous.
This looks like such a stuff.
I can load it to you if you want, Bob. It's fine.
It's like Shelton doing a super kick his fucking head off. Might be going positive.
Maybe some hope.
Negative. Thumbs there.
MJF's none the wiser.
And Lashley just toying with MJF and Shelton. They're going to blast him, guys.
They got a thumbs up. Okay, 3 thumbs up.
Bobby Lashley with a thumbs up. It is unanimous.
Hey, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Jesus.
Is he allowed to say that?
I'm not sure.
What's the ground rules here?
Show that man some love. Next week on AEW Dynamite, the official MJF contract signing into the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, sweet God.
Wow, I'm shocked. This is a stunner, Taz. I mean, you know MVP, you know Shelton Benjamin, you know Bobby Lashley, very, very
There
well.
is something else behind this.
In the least. No, I did not expect Lashley.
There's something else going on.
Shocked Shelton did.
And he just won the World Series MVP. I'm sorry, MJF. Too many M's.
I'm not sure MJF celebrated that much when he won the AEW World Championship, but fans still to come tonight. Dynamite Beach Break, our main event.
Yeah,
Jon
there's
Moxley,
most definitely going to be something else going on.
World Championship inside a solid steel cage. Advanced DraftKings Sportsbook is official partner of AEW. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus.
Yeah, they're going to jump him next week. Something crazy happens.
Sign up with promo code AEW. DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
I would not want to bet on that.
Well, the contract is that he's got to go up against someone.
He sits right in. MJF sits right in.
We hurt people. Yep, they're giving us a quick commercial here. Cedric Alexander is going to show up next week and jump MJF. Yeah, which will set up a match for him at Double or Nothing. I just don't know. I don't know where that puts him towards All In. Yet again, you could see MJF, MVP, and Cedric go for the Trios title, but I don't think that's happening. MJF wants to push for that main title again. When he was in the Inner Circle, yeah. And then he had the Pinnacle, yep. Those are all good points as well. There's plenty of possibilities on how they can correctly do it. Well, my thing is MJF and Bobby Lashley for the world title. That's probably the end goal, but that's what, at least a year out. Which I think the best story they've had, on the men's side was the whole Adam Cole MJF thing. I think that was pretty good done. And then the Tony and Mariah, that was extremely good as well. So they know how to do it. Yeah. Either way, it will be interesting moving forwards. When they were smart and had strong factions. Are you saying they're not as smart with the factions now? Oh, here we go. It's a women's eliminator.
Arena just outside of Chicago, and we are about to be graced by the presence of the AEW Women's World Champion.
Their bout set for one fall is an AEW Women's World Championship.
Oh, wow.
Four-way match.
Blues in it.
From stage 7
Nina. And I think the AZM, I think was her name. Champion. Tony Storm.
Timeless Toni Storm not content to rest on her laurels once again. Engaging in an eliminator match. This was a scene last Wednesday night where Toni Storm, she withstood the test by Penelope.
It was chaos last week.
Thunder Rosa. I mean, she's been red hot as of late, Ian, but also putting herself in serious jeopardy in these eliminator situations. If she doesn't even need to be involved in the finish for the winner of an eliminator to earn a shot at Toni Storm's AEW Women's World Championship.
She's been seeking challengers from all over the globe. That continues here tonight.
Queen's Quest? Oh yeah, this is AZM.
Next, from Tokyo, Japan, Azumi.
Azumi.
Young athlete, just 22 years of age, but nearly 11 years of in-ring experience. And this past Friday night, New Japan's
22.
Azumi
What?
defeating Mercedes Moné and Mina Shirakawa to take the title, that the New Japan Strong Women's Championship, away from Mercedes. Something that did not sit well, understandably so, with the TBS champion.
No, Mercedes Moné did not factor into the decision, left stunned. Azumi, part of Neo Genesis, your New Japan Strong Women's Openweight Champion, a lineage that includes Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Moné.
Why don't you want Mina?
They changed Mina's music?
Also from Tokyo, Japan, Mina Shirakawa.
Well, Azumi, a member of the Stardom promotion in Japan, Mina Shirakawa, formerly of the Stardom promotion, now wrestling her first match as an official member of the AEW roster. Taz, she is somebody that AEW fans know very well.
Taz is
somebody
yes.
that pushed Timeless Toni Storm very nearly to her limit at Forbidden Door last year.
Oh, she's super talented, even no doubt about it. But I was more looking at Toni Storm. She's got really old school dance moves, does Toni Storm there towards Mina's music. Interesting. I observe dancing. That's what I do.
And not just an analyst of the sport of kings, but
yes, I understand dancing. You know this, and queens, of course.
That free-flowing movement is so critical to her offense.
And Sky Blue.
Returning to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Sky Blue.
an eagerly anticipated return.
It's so good to see Sky Blue back in action since her ankle injury.
Chicago, Illinois native, nearly 10 months away from the ring due to injury. Now returning to action here tonight and one victory away from earning a shot at Timeless Toni Storm in the AEW Women's
They do
World
not, Michael.
Championship. A huge moment for Sky Blue in the city where she was deemed to be all elite.
Absolutely, Excalibur. And Taz, I'm not sure our fans know the extent to which the injury may have set other athletes back. We're talking about a broken fibula where plates and screws were required to fix the fibula, had to relearn how to walk. As we are mixing things up here, Timeless Toni Storm and Sky Blue take it to the outside. Azumi and Mina on the inside now.
Cody King.
Where they left off.
And
New
fucking
Japan's
Warlock.
Resurgence event Friday night, as now Mina, got rolled up by Azumi. Azumi, also the Artist of Stardom champion, is now bridging out. So 2 championships in possession of Azumi. I mean, this is just, wow. Look at Mina Shirakawa putting on the brakes, but it just goes to show you, Taz.
Oh,
Wait a
roll
second.
up.
Roll up there by Azumi. Mina transitions out. And Azumi able to kick out.
That means that she's quite the show woman for sure, but you got to be careful because Azumi is going to take her out.
Yeah, sweep of the leg there by Mina
It
Shirakawa.
is a Stardom
Now
match
outside.
tonight.
Mina Shirakawa, the
Tornado DT. Damn.
on the floor. And Tess, think about this. You have the Artist of Stardom champion, the New Japan Strong Women's
Come
champion,
on, Sky.
the Rev Pro champion, the Ring of Honor Women's champion. All those title holders were vying for a shot.
Yep,
over
she
the
is
last
still
few
in the
weeks
Ring
for
of Honor
Timeless
title
Toni
hunt.
Storm,
Yep.
AEW Women's World Champion. Just speaks volumes about what that title means.
Absolutely, you know, with
And
the
Hurricane
shorts
Rana.
in this sport, you are a target for sure. Storm knows that. And look at Sky Blue looking great after this long layoff from injury, and she's cooking here.
Sky Blue, the DDT, mirroring what Mina Shirakawa did on the outside, but Azumi back into the ring, putting on the brakes for Sky Blue. Sky, though, elbow strike and roundhouse kick missed. Azumi misses with her kick.
And this is a great sign for Sky Blue, keeping up the pace with Azumi, who likes to turn up the
right.
speedometer. Oh, goodness.
And listen, coming back and throwing yourself right in this every woman for himself eliminator here. Four-way, it's tough for Sky Blue, but she's looking pretty good except for that part right there. But other than that, she was flying around pretty good.
We're about to have Mina versus Tony.
Tony Storm. And it earns the victory in this match. They will get a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship.
And a lot of history between Mina and Tony Storm, involved in almost a lover's triangle, lover's quarrel.
Hey, there's that spider. It's on the screen yet again. I ain't gonna lie. That spider was in the top right corner of the screen of the Dynamite sign. I thought that spider was on my fucking screen. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Mira, they...
And these two connected through mutual tag team partners.
And Mariah May.
Storm, she spent a portion of her career competing in Stardom. She is very familiar with Mina Shirakawa and Azumi as well. But Shirakawa, though, pouring on the
it would have to be bad in a good way.
And it is Mina who has got Tony Storm in the ropes. Looking for the Irish whip. No, reversed. Oh, Azumi.
God.
So quick. And that was how Azumi took advantage of the situation at Resurgence and captured that strong women's title.
Reversal there by Mina. Boot to the midsection on Tony Storm. The Cazadora rolls through and now into
step through grapevine. That's the old school way of applying the figure four.
Yeah, there's good DDT. Nice.
Azumi and Mina Shirakawa, the figure four, the champion in the center of the ring, in trouble.
Super tight right there. Smart by Storm to get to that bottom rope to break the hold.
Now frenetic pace to this AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match. Azumi and Mina Shirakawa really setting the tone in that exchange to kick things off.
Absolutely, and just what happened on Friday alone is enough to motivate both women, Taz, because the championship was almost in the grasp of Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah, very close, and that motivates you even more when that happens. If you don't capture it, you keep staying hungry for it.
Mina taking a huge risk and taking out timeless Tony Storm on the outside as Azumi. Azumi was lining up Mina Shirakawa, and then the crossbody taking down timeless.
My God, there's just so much going on.
Wow.
Good super kick from Sky.
Yeah, Sky Blue. The last one.
Sweet Lord.
10 months away from the ring.
Big crossbody takes everybody out.
Holding anything back here tonight. Sky Blue, the last woman standing, and fans, the action on Dynamite Beach Break continues. Don't go anywhere.
I really want to see Sky win this. Tony was a champion in Stardom. At this rate, I think a lot of people have been. Now, did Tony wrestle in Stardom after her WWE run? Or before? Looks like back to the NFL schedule. Week 17, the Seahawks are coming to Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 17. I know where I might be. Before. Oh, wow. Before. Very interesting. Basketball score 9 minutes to go in the fourth. And it is a 22-point game for the Celtics. Where's Flair when you need her? If anyone will know. Mina is in control of the current match outside the ring. Sky Blue just hit a cartwheel somersault elbow. Sky Blue just hit a big suplex on Azumi. Tony Storm with a suplex on the Sky Blue. Mina suplex as well. Azumi's back up. Suplex from Azumi. Sky Blue's up. It's a suplex party, ladies and gentlemen. Big suplex. Tony's up. Suplex. Mina's up. Suplex to Tony. Azumi, a suplex to Mina. It was a suplex party, now everybody is down. Looks like they got a little tired from all them suplexes. My God, Tony's going for another suplex. Reversed by Mina. Reversed by Tony. Reversed by Mina.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite Beach Break.
And
Mina
got the suplex.
The four-way match, the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator, Timeless Tony Storm. That woman, the center of your screen, Mina Shirakawa. Azumi representing the Stardom promotion in Japan. And Sky Blue returning to action after 10 months away from the ring due to injury.
And it was chaos during our picture-in-picture suplexes abound. Ooh! And
That was about 15.
Got a decisive advantage during that point, Taz, and we're seeing it as all four women back to their feet.
Yes, exactly. Again, like I stated earlier, all four ladies are fighting for themselves here. This is not a tag team match.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know where Shivani's at. Shivani may be off due to maybe the Sabu thing.
And Sky Blue, Chicago's own.
David the main event is going to cook.
Shirakawa, center of the ring, and as reported by the Chicago Sun-Times yesterday, the Byline Bank Argon Ballroom will host an exclusive multi-week residency of AEW Dynamite and Collision. You can get all the details on AEWTIX.com. Release German suplexes.
Well, that's also about the residency because Chicago's always been an amazing wrestling town for decades. So I think that's great. I'm looking forward to
Mark, not yet.
Tony Storm. Dealer's choice.
But have a triple hip attack.
Attack for Sky Blue, one for Mina.
The largest muscle in the human body.
Another hip attack for Mina Shirakawa. Now
Azumi moves. A step up knee. Super kick from Sky. Spinning back fist from Mina.
Mina Shirakawa to win the New Japan Strong Women's Openweight Championship, a title held by Mercedes Moné. It was a three-way match, and the champion was not pinned. That is the same type of situation that could occur here, Ian. Azumi could escape with a shot at Timeless Tony Storm's Women's World Championship by pinning either Sky Blue or Mina Shirakawa.
And that would be absolutely incredible.
Nice head kick by Mina.
7 days, what a 5-day period. But it's Mina right now with the advantage Taz on Sky Blue.
Yeah, for sure. You got to keep going, Mina. Don't stop. Sky's in trouble.
Damn, what a drop kick.
Drop kick from the champion, and now back suplex by Timeless Tony Storm. And sky high for Tony Storm on Sky Blue, electing not to pin though, as Mina sends the champion out to the apron. Roundhouse kick. Tony Storm goes down in a heap.
Champ to the outside is Shirakawa and Sky Blue now, the last two in the ring.
And
reverse.
Sky, she was dazed by that sky high, but Mina answers that hook kick, that back heel kick. Now Mina.
And what a super kick.
But she walked right into that thrust kick from Sky Blue. Sky looking for code blue. No,
code blue, no, one.
No, Azumi looking for that diving double foot stomp. Very dangerous maneuver.
Oh, damn, what a super
Sky Blue
kick.
with eyes in the back of her head, looking for the code blue here.
Azumi
God.
and delivers the roundhouse in.
And it is Azumi right back to the middle of the ring. Planting Sky Blue.
Then Destroyer.
To take it here. No. Tony Storm just in the nick of time.
Great save there for herself.
12-0 as a champion in these eliminator bouts. including
gotta
last week's
lose it.
victory. As timeless Tony Storm. Oh, Storm! Zero! The near leg hook.
2. Oh, Mina stopped it. Okay.
And it's Mina and Tony Storm. And nope. Storm Zero avoided by Shirakawa.
Oh, that looked right.
Strike. Tony Storm.
Yes, with
does
the
back fist. Now the
1,
big package.
2.
It's locked in. Wait a minute. 1, 2.
Oh my God, Mina beat her.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Timeless
All right,
Tony
Mina.
Storm. Ian, as you mentioned, she was 12-0 over the course of her career in eliminator matches until tonight, until Mina Shirakawa. And
Don't
Tony
even
Storm
hang
as
on.
shocked as anyone, but Mina Shirakawa not only won this match, Taz, but she pinned the champion to do it.
What a great reversal. Counted a small package with a small package. It's unbelievable.
And now Mina Shirakawa has earned herself a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. And
At Double or Nothing. There it is.
Double or Nothing. It is getting spicy. Mina Shirakawa doesn't have to wait long to get her shot as a champion. A rematch at Forbidden Door. Timeless Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa, AEW Women's World Title 1 week from Sunday.
Like a rubber match. Let's be honest.
Oh, you're right, Taz.
It's going to be a knockdown, drag out. I'm telling you.
It has, and on some level, Timeless Tony Storm, she had to know that this was a possibility. She said she was not content to wait for Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter to decide things in the Owen Hart finals at Double or Nothing.
Damn, Azumi looks like she's a little, oh, never mind. God almighty. Damn, Mercedes out of nowhere.
Stinging in and trucked Azumi, who's being helped to the back. Retribution, and a cheap shot. Look at that. It's locked in. A statement maker. Locked in here on the ramp. And you see Mercedes, she's saying, you stole my title.
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter coming from behind. Get revenge for what Mercedes did to her last Wednesday night. And these two women, they will do battle in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament at Double or Nothing, with the winner getting a shot at the AEW Women's World Champion at All In.
Right here with that Haterade.
Lining up for Haterade.
Of course, security.
Security breaking things up, and we were getting a preview, Taz, of 1 week from Sunday.
Absolutely. Jamie, she wants a piece of Mercedes. Mercedes got out of Dodge. It's crazy.
Wow. Unbelievable. Mercedes Moné trying to
It should
get
be,
back to her feet here.
it should be main event time.
Well, not just the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament coming up at Double or Nothing, but Mina Shirakawa challenging Timeless Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. It is sure to be something special, sure to be a big night in the desert as we head to the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona, 1 week from Sunday for Double or Nothing on Sunday, May 25th. It will be an amazing night. And speaking of amazing, earlier this week,
Here we go.
we lost one of the most amazing professional wrestlers of his generation, Terry Brunk, known around the world as Sabu. A tenacious competitor inside the ring, a true pioneer of this sport. Sabu turned wrestling on its head, and he did everything on his own terms. And in doing so, he influenced generations of professional wrestlers, even yet to come. And the legacy that he leaves is near impossible to articulate. However, I am fortunate enough to work with a man who had an unforgettable rivalry with Sabu, a man whose career was intertwined with Sabu, none other than Taz.
I'm going to try and do this the best I can, but this guy, he was a machine. You know, he was a machine. His work ethic was off the charts. His presence was always amazing. His energy was friggin' infectious. And when I wrestled him, every time he brought the best out of me. You know, Sabu was aura before aura was aura. Before aura was cool, that's what this man was. And behind the curtain, I promise you, he was loved by his peers worldwide. I'm gonna miss you, brother. I love you.
shows.
Hey, Thomas, I
So
told
there
you.
was the tribute that we were talking about just prior to. What's up, Ro? So looking at the card, this should be the last match of the night. Ricochet versus Gowen, Bobby Lashley. Yeah. This should be our main event of the evening. I don't think there's anything else. This match. Yeah, well, they go over for sure, but they go over, but this match, it's gonna build for Double or Nothing. Because I feel like this runs over to Double or Nothing. Because, I mean, yes, we know we got Hangman and Osprey, but I really believe Moxley has to be on it. Yes, Collision is back on Saturday, regular night. Yeah, that was just a one-time thing, I do believe. Let me just verify, though. So, from what I just found out, the reason they were on last Thursday was because NBA and NHL had playoff games, and WWE had Backlash on Saturday. So they moved it to a day where they would be able to have viewers, and they're actually seeing a higher viewer uptake.
A massive congratulations. As an order, MJF, you are officially a part of the Hurt Syndicate. How are you feeling right now?
How am I feeling? Hey, I hurt people. Can you believe this? This is great. I'm in the Syndicate. I feel like I won the lottery. Now all I have to do is have my lawyer, Mark Sterling, go over the contract, make sure everything's fine. Your lawyer? Well, yeah, one second, Montel. Sterling!
Hello, hey guys, Max.
Montel, Mark Sterling.
Nice to finally meet you.
Okay, you know what, Mark? How about you just take a quick walk, okay, buddy? Okay. What's wrong, Montel?
What's this lawyer thing?
Whoa, hold on. Montel, this is just business. Would you ever sign a contract without having your lawyer look it over to make sure that it's kosher?
No, I wouldn't. Okay, there's no mitzvah here. We're in business.
Let's go, baby.
Excuse us. Come on, kid.
Let's go.
Well, guys, still to come here tonight on Dynamite, our main event, the AEW World Championship on the line. Inside the steel cage, Samoa Joe versus Jon Moxley.
Okay, Renee, and we are here in Chicago, and of course joined by my
Nigel McGuinness, that's right.
The one and only Nigel McGuinness. And Nigel, last week when we were live on a Thursday night, things got out of hand at the end of the program. You were involved. You say there's something on your mind. Go ahead.
Well, I'll make this nice and quick. First of all, I want to apologise to you, Tony. I did exactly what I told you not to do. Get in the ring when you're an announcer. The other person I need to apologise to, Daniel Garcia.
And we're going to take you back to Collision last week to find out what Nigel was referring to. It was at the conclusion of last week's Collision main event. Dax Harwood, Daniel Garcia, they were going one-on-one, and then Dax took multiple cheap shots at Nigel, and Nigel could only stand so much.
Why is he apologizing to Danny?
His breaking point, but it was FTR 2-on-1 as much as Nigel could. He held FTR.
Oh yeah, because it was a disqualification.
Could even the odds. And a valiant effort, but to Nigel's point, he kind of broke some unwritten rules. The announcer should not be in the ring.
Okay, Nigel, go ahead.
So, look, Danny, you saw what happened. I let my ego get the better of me. I let someone goad me into interrupting your match that cost you the chance to win the match and the winner's purse. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize. I'm sorry. I realized that my place is next to this man at an announce desk, not in the middle of this ring. So, won't happen again.
Danny, go ahead.
Nigel, you can keep your apology to yourself. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. FTR disrespected you, and you stood up for yourself.
Okay, that could have went two different ways.
FTR, they tried to end my career. They tried to end Adam Copeland's career. And if given the opportunity, they're going to try to end your career too.
Oh, yep. Mason. It's on TBS or HBO.
And the thing is, I'm going to fight these guys regardless, with or without you. So you can turn your back on me right now. I get that you're not a wrestler anymore. You can turn your back on me. You can go back to the commentator table. But I'm going to fight these guys with or without you. And it would be an absolute honor for you to stand by my side and fight FTR with me.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
The unmistakable
Two
voice of Stokely Hathaway.
blazing each other over which one is the bigger disappointment.
I'm sorry, Big Stoke.
First of all, let me say FTR isn't here tonight. But as their agent, they sent me here to speak on their behalf. Nigel McGuinness, what you did last week on Collision, it was reprehensible. It was egregious.
Oh,
Dax, you almost broke his jaw. Cash, you separated his shoulder. So Nigel McGuinness, I have to ask, what the hell is your problem?
What's my problem? Well, I guess my problem, Stokely, is when someone puts their hands on me, I put my hands back on them. And so I guess for that, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, mate. And we
Not a
decided
bow wow.
what your punishment
Not a
should
bow
be.
wow.
Your punishment should be getting in the ring with the greatest tag team alive today, FTR.
So we're gonna have Nigel.
Match, because in that match, they can't be suspended, they can't be fined, they can't be held accountable for what they do to you and for what they do to Danny Boy over here.
Nigel and Danny versus FTR at Double or Nothing.
Well, I guess that's exactly why I don't want to wrestle them. I mean, let's be honest, they're 10-time World Tag Team Champions. And look, no disrespect to you, Danny, but we barely had a conversation. If I'm honest, they'd kill us.
You know what, Nigel? You're right. You're right, FTR might kill us. They might kill us. But I've been watching you overcome the odds for your entire career. I've been overcoming the odds for my entire career.
These are
So
good
how
points.
about we give these people something that they never thought they'd see? Nigel McGuinness teaming with Daniel Garcia against FTR.
All right. Okay.
It's
You know
so
what,
cool.
Nigel? You know what? You don't have to wrestle. You don't. You can continue doing what you're doing, sitting behind that commentary desk, being the Al Bundy of AEW, and every single week trying to relive your glory days. Because let's be real, Nigel. I mean, do you really think you can beat FTR? I mean, you barely beat hepatitis.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, there's FTR.
We're hiding underneath the ring, and now
Shatter Machine.
Yes, they are here. Shatter Machine on Garcia and Nigel with the headbutt, the European uppercut. It's Nigel.
Damn, Nigel. Damn.
FTR, but Dax with the close fist through the jaw.
Got caught hard there by Dax.
Yeah, Nigel, his hands were down, and Dax just popped him up.
Here comes the pile driver.
Stuff pile driver. This. Oh, no, Nigel. Oh, wait a minute. It's
Daddy Magic with a crowbar.
Came in there, saved the day.
Oh, he's got a crowbar.
Sure does.
And Dax and Cash still thinking better of it.
It needs to be. It'll probably end up being a tag match, but I can see Stokely getting involved too.
McGuinness just narrowly avoiding that stuff pile driver at the hands of FTR. Just the lowest of the low insult. Such a cowardly attack by FTR. And thank God for Daddy Magic, who came to the rescue. Unbelievable the lows that Stokely Hathaway and FTR will sink
Daddy
to.
Magic wild.
Daddy Magic close at hand with that.
Yeah, trios match. I can see that.
This could be a very different ending for Nigel.
Saved the day for sure. Daddy Magic definitely did with that weapon. It helped a lot.
And Nigel certainly with a lot to think about that offer from Daniel Garcia about teaming up against Dax Hall with Cash Wheeler, FTR. Most certainly a compelling offer.
I think Coach
Nigel McGuinness won that.
Coach been in a lot of hockey games, so he's ready to come back.
Well, certainly he will, and that will be on his mind until Collision this Saturday at its normal
There's
date
a damn
and time.
sign.
That's right. Normal network,
What
normal
the hell?
time for Collision Beach Break continues, and this Saturday we will have a tribute to Steve Mongo.
Steve Mongo McMichaels.
To not only the sport of professional wrestling, to this city of Chicago, Illinois. Also coming up at Collision Beach Break, the protostar Kyle Fletcher goes one-on-one with AR Fox this Saturday night, 8, 7 Central on TNT and Max. Anna Jay, Megan Bain, they will face off inside the ring this Saturday night.
It is the Ring of Honor announcer.
Christian and Speedball.
Speedball.
This Saturday night, wow, from Chicago, Illinois. And the Sons of Texas, Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes face Action Andretti, Leo Rush, crew in a #1 contenders match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship
and Chicago Street Fight. Okay.
The last few weeks, it will finally come to a head this Saturday. Big Bill, Brian Keith, Gates of Agony, Chicago Street Fight this Saturday night. But coming up next, our main event, the AEW World Championship Steel Cage match. Samoa Joe, the former champion,
Moxley.
challenges the four-time AEW World Champion Jon Moxley next live Dynamite.
So there will be a game 6 on Friday. They don't have a time for it yet. I say it'll be around 8 o'clock or so. Game 5 of the Warriors and Timberwolves is supposed to start at 9:30. It has not kicked off, or not kicked off. It has not started yet. We're all waiting on that. We'll give you updates, though, throughout the match, throughout the show. Why doesn't Daddy Magic wrestle? I really don't know. I truly have no idea why Danny is no longer wrestling. I don't think he's injured. He might have been, but I don't think so. I am excited for this main event though tonight. I think we're really gonna be impressed with what does happen. Well, yet again, I don't have Joe winning, but I have Joe putting up a hell of a fight. Yeah, Mox has to win. It looks like the Texans got a pretty good schedule this year. Looks like a very winnable schedule. Christmas Day, we get Cowboys in Washington, Lions and Vikings, and Broncos and Chiefs.
AEW Collision, Saturdays at 8 on TNT, and now streaming on Max.
It's main event time live on Dynamite.
Chicago, Illinois. Your main event tonight is a steel cage match for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
Go.
Introducing the bitch from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 310 pounds. He is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Samoa Joe.
He is 10-0.
AEW World Champion, the 10th champion in the history of the title. And to Joe's point, Ian, a man that never received a rematch after losing the championship.
And a man who seemingly has the champion's number, Taz.
Yeah, but he ain't wrestled since then, fearfully.
Definitely, you're dealing with someone like Samoa Joe. It's going to be an all-night job, obviously, and the world champ better be prepared because he might walk out of Chicago without that title.
As we've seen over the last few weeks, that Kikina clutch that Samoa Joe uses has been
Here we go.
kryptonite for the AEW
See who's
World
with him.
Champion.
Just Mox in Marina. Yep, I do. Steve, I 100% do. I honestly think Shayna would be a better fit for the Death Riders. Let's talk about it.
Been accompanied by Marina Shafir from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds. He is the reigning and defending All Elite Wrestling World Champion,
Moxley.
And fans, before the carnage of our main event unfolds, I want to remind you that DraftKings is an official partner of AEW. Right now, all customers can join a free-to-play pool for the main event of Double or Nothing. Simply answer questions about the main event, get enough right wins to earn your share of the prize.
It would be absolutely insane and wild if Tony pulled the trigger and had Moxley lose the title.
The crown may soon be atop around the waist of Samoa Joe, but there's one man that stands between he and the championship. The title that is encased in a briefcase for only those.
We only can assume that, right, Ian? You only can assume that it's in that briefcase that we see there in Marina's hands. Because we don't see the belt. We never see the championship.
Jon Moxley, who last year, after he won the AEW World Championship for a 4th time, has held that World Championship title belt under lock and key. He says no one deserves to look upon that title and what it represents.
It's the title. What you mean? We know it's the title.
Well, he is the champion. It's his prerogative to do whatever the hell he wants with that World Championship. My personal opinion, I don't agree with it. You win the belt, show the world the belt. That's what you work your ass off for. But hey, I don't know what makes that guy tick. That's up to him. That's his business.
And honestly, Taz, that's likely the main contributor to his success. No one can get inside the mind of Jon Moxley.
Referee Paul Turner, the 3rd man inside the cage, locking that door. There is no escape from the cage, Taz.
That's such a small
this
chain.
Is 2 men locked inside 10,000 pounds of steel.
Yeah, you know, dangerous people here in this cage, right? I mean, I would not want to be locked in a cage with that guy right there, Samoa Joe. That I promise you. So, both athletes with a plethora of experience have had titles, both of them, everywhere they've been. Lots of titles.
And Ian, both men with a lot of experience inside
NXT, WWE, New Japan, Ring of Honor,
defeating Kenny
AEW.
Inside a steel cage, of course. A big asterisk next to
That's
that
probably
one,
more places.
Don Callis stabbed Kenny Omega in the back.
No, I don't.
In the head, literally.
But also interesting to note, this is the first time ever the AEW World title is being defended inside of a steel cage. So history being made here tonight. Oh, we know Double or Nothing is 1 week from Sunday.
Woo!
But a pay-per-view quality presentation here tonight as the challenger headbutts the champion.
Yeah, always a special occasion when the World Championship is defended on Dynamite, on Collision.
Mike,
on TV.
yeah. That was a wild score.
Joe,
especially not to have Tatum.
Rolling elbow strike from Samoa
Maybe
Joe,
they can still pull it out. I figured they'd be done after tonight. There we go, Moxley head first.
Face first into the steel.
Get ready for it. There's about to be a busted open Moxley on aisle 2. God almighty.
Hung up on the rope, so I think he's bleeding already, Moxley.
But Mike, welcome to the Kraken Wrestling Community. Hope you've had a fantastic Wednesday.
Clutch that he's used, that Jon Moxley has been unable to escape. I mean, he's tapped out to it. He's passed out from it. Has Moxley.
Yes.
Oh! Damn, that about broke the door off. Holy shit.
It's what decided the AEW Trios titles. We saw Samoa Joe in New Orleans make Jon Moxley nearly pass out there as well with the coquina clutch.
Oh my God.
Big hands by Joe. Big, powerful hands. Stinging chops.
That's fantastic, Mike. God, what headbutt by Samoa Joe.
Could very well decide
big boot.
The winner of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Finals.
There we go. He's going to hit with that running boot as well. Boom!
Hangman, it is Ospreay doing battle on May 25th in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament.
My Lord.
Not only is
all it took was 2 headbutts from Joe, a few stomps, and throwing Mox into the cage.
Also, we are just
59 days till All In.
We're the winner of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Both men's and women's will challenge for the AEW World Championship or the AEW Women's World Championship.
Well, it's a great place to be. Title in hand, heading toward All In. Oh, the first AEW pay-per-view.
That was like 59 days.
Yeah, can't wait to spend that time.
There you go, Mox is getting up.
in Dallas. And now Joe, though, walking into the waiting boot of Moxley, and Moxley kicking at the back of the knee.
That
Very
was a good
smart.
move. That was smart
Very
to bring
smart.
down Big Joe and take out one of those
Take
legs.
out the knees,
I mean,
Mox.
he's going back
Joe
at him with
can't
the shoulder,
move.
Clipping at the back of that knee with his shoulder.
Nice chop block there. Making that knee go left to right, Taz.
Well, that's what you want
Yep.
to do. I mean, you got to, you're giving up size to Joe, right? So if you can, you want to go after one of the wheels of the bigger competitor when you're in a match, no matter if it's a cage or not.
Yeah, it's not often that Jon Moxley finds himself in a position where he is giving up size to an opponent, but Joe.
The title belt is somewhere else, not in the briefcase. No. Yeah, it's not there. They don't.
Joe, I mean, he'll be the first to admit he has dealt with knee issues in the past.
That title is not in the building. I think we're going to get a new one at All In.
He's trying to defend.
I don't know how they're going to incorporate it.
Formidable threat in Samoa Joe. He's got to keep this figure 4 on as long as he can. If you're him,
who do you got winning the NBA playoffs and the finals?
Joe smartly trying to disengage the figure 4.
Ain't going to work.
The heel of Mox.
Sure is not going to work.
All a part of a series of
Hey,
battles.
good roll, good roll. Yeah,
quite frankly,
solid
Joe
roll.
reversed the figure 4 onto Moxley, and Moxley nicely done. Moxley reaching for the rope, and Joe relinquishes the hold. But the battle between the Death Riders and the Ops, I mean, it's been raging for months, and it's not been without casualties. Of course, Pac taken out by the Ops. Hook then taken out by the Death Riders. Then cuts
Big boot.
And Claudio Castagnoli as Moxley, the high boot. Joe driven down, and Moxley with the advantage as our main event on Dynamite continues.
Another great.
And another commercial break right here. Denver Nuggets. No idea, not really a basketball fan. Yeah, so I don't really watch basketball all throughout the year. I keep it updated in playoffs. Kind of the same thing with baseball. Always been a football fan, mainly. Football and wrestling. That's where I've always been. My gosh. Rake to the face. Inside the cage. Samoa Joe. Face to steel. My God. While we're at the commercial break, though, I want to say thank you to absolutely everyone who has chose to hang out with the Kraken Wrestling tonight for your AEW Dynamite live stream and conversations. Of course, as always, don't watch wrestling alone. Invite your wrestling friends and families to join us as well so they can get in on the conversations with us. And when you do hit that subscribe button, make sure you got all them notifications turned on so you don't miss a single bit of wrestling action here with us. Looks like Golden State and the Timberwolves has officially started now. It is 10-7 Timberwolves. We need Timberwolves to win. Big clothesline by Moxley. Going to the top of the turnbuckle. Probably going to give him the 10 beats. Never mind. He's choking him. Week 7 Kraken. My Texans head to Seattle. Yeah, I seen that. Oh, there is Claudio and Yuta. I'll root for the Boston team because I live closer to Boston. Makes sense. I mean, I'm a Seahawks fan, and I'm in, Western North Carolina. So, love the Red Sox. New England Patriots. Also enjoy AEW and WWE. There's Hobbs and Willow. So, it's even at the moment. Seahawks, Texans, wrestling, all promotions. FSU and Oregon. And that's about it. What's the opening NFL game this season on Thursday? I think it's Eagles and Cowboys. If I've seen correctly, it is Eagles and Cowboys. Let me see really quick. Let's do a commercial. Oh my God. Week 1, yep. Eagles and Cowboys in Philly.
AEW Dynamite Beach Break, our main event, the AEW World Championship. To be decided inside a steel cage. The challenger, Samoa Joe, has drawn first blood on the champion, Jon Moxley, but Moxley seemingly regaining the
Moxley's
advantage.
busted open.
During the break, fans,
damn, I missed that.
he's got a little bit of crowd at ringside. We see members of the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, there's Willow Nightingale, Powerhouse Hobbs, who came out to even the sides. It's Joe, the challenger, with the champ stagger.
Looks like they're both busted open.
The thing is not really working in the champion's favor. The challenger is bringing it.
The blood is flowing from the head of the AEW
Maybe it's just Mox. Damn.
Battering Moxley repeatedly, and Moxley could be on his last legs here.
It was the challenger that drew the champion's blood. The champion resorting to the eyes.
Looked like he just waved off. Moxley saying, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm done with this. That's what it looked like he did. He ain't going anywhere.
Oh boy. Oh God.
Atomic drop.
Old school.
Big atomic drop.
Manhattan drop.
Atomic Manhattan. Big boot from Joe. Running senton. Yeah. 1, 2. Just a count of 2.
That's a ton of weight obviously landing on the champion. Takes all the air out of you.
Yeah, the oxygen being driven out of Moxley's lungs. That oxygen so crucial when he is leaking.
How bad did he get? Where did he get busted open at?
Gotta make sure the blood doesn't get in the eyes. Joe already
planting
the
1,
champion.
2.
And Moxley kicks out Joe.
Transition.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again.
STFU.
The STF. Moxley in trouble in the center of
Hit
the
it with the
ring.
shut the fuck up.
Great script right there.
Well, the attitude adjustment. Before it was the attitude adjustment and the A, all that.
I thought we were. Moxley making a desperate crawl to the ropes to force the break.
There's no rope break in a cage.
And if it weren't for the ropes,
What the hell do you mean?
But Mox, knowing the environment, knowing the stakes, knowing the danger.
Am I wrong? When did they put a rope break in the damn ring,
Moxley,
in the cage?
The beleaguered world champion.
Where have you suck? I have to agree tonight.
Of Samoa Joe, who could be lining up Moxley for the muscle buster.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And just the perfect positioning here for the challenger to capture the champion's title.
Fighting though, the champion's fighting it off.
Moxley once again going for the eyes and now biting.
Yeah, I always thought steel cage and Hell in a Cell, no rules, no disqualification.
Moxley to the top, leaps
So,
over
no rope
Samoa
break.
Joe.
Oh,
still
damn,
trying to
what a
clear his
clothesline.
vision. Feeling that thunderous lariat from Moxley. Oh!
Damn, what another one. Damn.
The challenger absorbing everything the champion can dish out. But how long can he stay on his feet?
That's another boot.
Joe returns fire, a boot to the
Cutter.
Moxley with the cutter. But Moxley slow to capitalize. Joe's in trouble here. Mox floats
1,
over the lateral
2.
press, 2, and Joe kicking out, and now
trying for a Jujikatami here, but Joe keeping
He'll
his hands
not
clasped.
get that.
Joe trying to fend off the Jujikatami, the cross arm breaker. Joe attempting to roll inward to it, but Moxley doing a good job of keeping the challenger anchored to the mat.
Joe's got to be careful. That counter, his shoulders were to the mat. It's the champion, though, back.
The bulldog choke there.
Moxley, he's defended his championship with his bulldog choke.
Bulldog choke works every
numerous
time.
occasions, and Joe in serious trouble. He is
Is
fading.
he fading?
It's tough. All of Moxley's weight is on the back of Joe's head.
Moxley is covered from face to fucking
Joe,
forearm, on both arms,
He was
and
changing
fucking
his grip,
blood.
but
It
now
is
locked in the
wild.
S-grip. The hand drops once. The hand drops twice.
Got dropped 3 times.
No! For a third time, Joe is still in this fight.
The hips are up. Joe trying to emerge to a vertical base.
Joe to his feet sends Moxley.
Samoan drop.
Into the
Nope, reverse.
Boot to the midsection by Moxley.
There's a DDT.
Shift. Moxley.
1, 2, 3.
Thought he had him. sensed, he thought he had defeated Samoa Joe, but Joe, with some gas still left in the tank.
Well, if you're the champion, if you're Moxley, you're thinking that's my last bullet.
Did not know that. Fearfully, I'll look at that. Y'all need, if y'all are into Marvel and stuff like that, look up Spider-Man Noir, N-O-I-R. It's also done by Nicolas Cage.
As Samoa Joe brought up to his feet, Moxley.
Here we go, going for the DDT again, reverse. Takeshita clutch, that could be it. You know, if he taps, it's over. Claudio's trying to get in the cage. Yuta's trying. Damn, Willow just got taken out. Hobbs just took out Yuta. Run, Yuta. Oh, Yuta. You're done, man. Throw a table. Yeah. Here we go. Time for chaos.
Willow Nightingale, Powerhouse Hobbs. The world champions back. And the Death Riders have been neutralized here at Beach Break with the world championship in the balance.
Oh my God, that's Gabe Kidd. That's Gabe Kidd.
Can we get a shot?
That's Gabe Kidd. They just gave Mox the briefcase. 1, 2, 3. What?
Wrestling World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Gabe Kidd.
What is Gabe Kidd doing?
Gabe Kidd influencing the AEW World Championship.
And now he's talking shit to Hobbs.
He passed Moxley the briefcase. And look at Gabe Kidd.
Oh, Gabe Kidd ain't scared.
Claudio Castagnoli.
And a low blow by Gabe Kidd to Hobbs. God.
He's in trouble here.
Gabe Kidd is with the Death Riders. Just help Claudio. Yeah, they're taking out Hobbs. Holy shit.
And what does Gabe Kidd have to do with Moxley with the Death Riders? This is
They just took out Willow's got taken out by Marina.
Marina Shafir sending Willow into the barricade. Powerhouse Hobbs has been neutralized, and Jon Moxley with the assistance of Gabe Kidd.
Thank you, Mike, and you're absolutely welcome to come back anytime. Here comes the Young Bucks.
The AEW World Champion.
This is about to get interesting.
The Bucks. There they are, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson coming to celebrate the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. They've been trying
They got
to
a big ass walkie-talkie.
the Death Riders thus far unsuccessfully. And they look very smitten.
What the fuck are they doing?
Tonight's a smug look on the face of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the founding fathers, in their words, of AEW.
Nicholas Jackson with the outstretched hand.
Oh my God, there's Omega.
Matthew and Nicholas, not the only unexpected guests at Kenny Omega.
Omega. Nope, never mind. Damn, what I needed you. Omega and Claudio. Okada! Dude, there are so many numbers in this group. That's the issue.
Life-saving surgery that is just months old. Okada delivering a shot right to the midsection.
So,
and now delivering
Okada, press the button. What the hell is the button do?
Look at what did Matthew.
Well, he's got the control.
He's bringing the cage back down.
Well, they are EVPs, so they want to cage these guys in here and beat the hell out of them, I guess.
And look at this Samoa Joe, Kenny Omega. They're going to be locked inside this cage with the Death Riders.
Oh my God. It's Omega, Gabe Kidd,
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Gabe Kidd, Omega and Joe is trapped in there with all of the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd.
EVP trigger delivered by Matthew and Nicholas.
And in the view of their once best friend Kenny Omega, who is now, what is it, 6-on-1, 7-on-1?
It's 7-on-1.
Spikes.
Damn, Spike did.
And Nicholas Jackson nodding in approval.
They're making a heavy statement here for sure.
So,
This is uncalled for. This is terrible. This is unconscionable.
An abuse of power, taking advantage of the situation here.
this was an addition. Swerve House. Swerve, you better have an army with you, bud. Swerve, you ain't taking out all of them.
Swerve Strickland still outnumbered, though. I mean, I respect the fact Swerve's out, you know.
You're right, Taz. We're going to eat.
No matter what Swerve, I mean, he's walking into the Lions, he's climbing into the Lions' den.
Okay, he climbed all the way to the top. Swerve's going to take them all out. Oh!
That's one way to even the odds if you're Swerve Strickland.
The Young Bucks are trying to get out. Swerve House. Who all leaves? The Bucks left, Yuta left.
He's a man that can only be pushed so far.
Gabe Kidd left. They all left.
The EVP's pressing the escape hatch.
And so
I was in this ring, in this city, in this cage. I got my brains beaten by a steel chair and dropped on a damn cinder block. And you think my sadistic, psycho mind would never want to step foot back here again. But here the hell I am. You think I fear anything? I realize something. I am the fear. I am the most dangerous man here at AEW. And with you gentlemen and lady and these gentlemen here and ladies standing here, I think we want to cause a little bit of anarchy.
yeah. And then Gabe Kidd is ready. He's ready to fight now.
Double or nothing. Phoenix, Arizona. Anarchy in the arena.
Oh, sweet God. Oh, sweet God. It's the same damn thing. Absolutely the same thing. Okay. So not what I was expecting for ending, but hey. Gabe Kidd is a different aspect to add to the Death Riders. It's a good aspect. Steve, Mark, hope y'all have a great evening. May 25th is going to be super badass for AEW. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm a wrestling fan of all wrestling, and Double or Nothing has a better card right now than Battleground. I hate to say it. It really does. Can't wait for it. We're going to be doing a dual stream. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I hope y'all will, because I plan on watching both at the same time and keeping up with it and being able to keep y'all up with it. There's going to be a lot going on. Just know that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Double or Nothing this year. I think we're getting a great build into All In as well. So I'm not disappointed at all in what is truly happening. Briefly, of course, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Who won the Samoa Joe versus Moxley? Joe lost. Jon Moxley won due to Gabe Kidd interference. He gave him the briefcase. Gabe Kidd joined the Death Riders tonight. And as I said, Dave Finlay added to the mix next is absolutely fucking insane, but it is possible. So tomorrow is Thursday. Most of the time Thursday is our rest day. But we may be here this coming Thursday, and we may have this coming Sunday as our rest day. Gabe Kidd, look him up on YouTube, New Japan. He had a great match with Kenny Omega. Dave Finlay as well. New Japan. But we're going to be getting the recordings finished up for the Forbidden Door AEW versus WWE match that y'all had sent in who y'all wanted to see. So we'll be finishing that up for y'all for this weekend. And then our schedule for all the pay-per-views coming up in the next 2 months leading into All In. We're going to have that published, I would say, by Friday. Because, of course, with us going to All In, we want to make sure everyone is up to date with us on what is going to be happening around the Kraken community. But with that being said, I hope everyone had a fantastic, fantastic Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed AEW Dynamite. And if you are new here and you have hit that subscribe button and you're one of the 7,941 Kraken Wrestling Community wrestling fans, make sure you got that notification turned on because you do not want to miss any bit of action from wrestling in general. And of course, you don't want to watch wrestling alone. So come in, hang out with us, hang out with the chat, the community. Let's just talk about professional wrestling in general. Of course, tomorrow is Thursday. I hope y'all have a great, safe Thursday. If you see someone in public, give them a smile. It could change the day. It could save their life. You never know what someone's going through, and being kind can just do great things for anybody. Till tomorrow, Kraken Community, we are over and out.